Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Welcome. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Okay, let's chant a little japa here. Thank you for coming, Fani, Sim, Dean, Janaki, and whoever else may be dropping by. Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, my Lord Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna Hari Rama 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 Hari Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gora Bhaktivinoda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gora Bhaktivinoda Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Ah, Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. 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 Gora Chandra. Gora Chandra. Gora Chandra. Gora. Gora, 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 Krishna, Krishna, Gora, Gora, Krishna, Krishna, Gora, Gora, Krishna, Krishna. Gora, Gora, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, oh my Lord, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. My Lord Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ah. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, yeah. Oh, and by the way, Amy, if you're on YouTube, you can comment here. You can comment on YouTube, I'll see it. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. What's happening here? Oh yeah. Oh, where is it? Huh. Let's see. Where's the book? Where's the book? I don't see it. Okay. Oops. Close book. Mm-hmm. Krishna, 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 Krishna. There we go. Okay. Ah, that's the problem. Okay. All right. Okay. So, this is Canto 10, chapter 14, verse number 3. Or let's see, maybe let's try verse 2 first. No, let's just do verse 3. Or maybe verse 2. Let's see if I can find. Oh, I see how it works here. Okay. Jai Srila Prabhupada. That hissing might also be from your wireless mouse. If it's wireless, yeah, just saying it's telling. Okay, so it's hissing now? Okay, let me move my mouse over here. Okay. All right, see if the hissing goes away. Was there hissing today? Let me know. My dear Lord, neither I nor anyone else can estimate the potency of this transcendental body of yours, which has shown so much mercy to me, which appears just to fulfill the desires of your pure devotees. Although my mind is completely withdrawn from material affairs, I cannot understand your personal form. How then could I possibly understand the happiness you experience within yourself? Hmm. Commentary by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Hearing Brahma's praises, Krishna may object. Listen, Lord Brahma, you are the master of all powers in this universe. Listen, Lord Brahma, you are the master of all powers in this universe, while I am but the son of a cowherd man in the forest. You are an ancient and exalted personality. Okay, maybe that was hissing from somebody else. Slightly, yes, now. Okay. I find it soothing. Okay. Okay, anyway, I moved. Okay, I'm just going to disconnect I disconnected the mouse. Okay, is it still hissing? Oh, you know what? Maybe it's this thing. My God, I kind of keep all electronics away from this thing here. Okay. Okay, All right, let's see if it's still hissing. Okay, I moved this thing away, so I just taken all the electronics except the mouse now. See if it's still hissing. Okay. I cannot estimate the greatness of your transcendental body. Engaging in childish play, what to speak of your pastimes of the youth? It's kind of like chanting. Chanting the Maha Mantra is like that because it's the body of the Lord. And that's why it doesn't get boring because it's always ever fresh and ever increasing realization about its glories. So that's amazing. It's like, how does the Lord do that? It's like there's nothing like that in the world. Everything here gets boring, because it's all limited and temporary. And the soul naturally wants expansion, naturally, that's why everything, it's like we're in this world, this Maya here, this temporary world, and we're looking, okay, where can I find real happiness? And then you get some happiness and then it gets boring. And either you get addicted to it and you want more and you think it's going to be more in that, and it's still the same limited happiness. It's only till we get in touch with the transcendental potency, like Krishna's name, and just contact that name by associating with that name through chanting. Then we're just associating with that name and contact with that object of spiritual sense. Okay. And when you got this bhakti, when you got this, what they call bhakti lata bij, it's called attachment to the form of transcendental form of God. See, and then that contact, just by that contact, that's association. And we get gradually more and more attached to the transcendental form of God. Transcendental name of God and the form of God is the same, as if he were here. See, and by this interaction, this association, we get bonded more and more and more. That's why it works here. We come here regularly. This by meeting regularly and chanting together, we're coming together with the transcendental form of God as his name, okay? And getting more bonded, more attracted, see, more happiness, more understanding, and more and more and more. If you're attached to that name, okay? If you got Bhakti Lata Bish, see, when that's the thing. When you become like you follow the path, when you become uh, a disciple and a devotee and a friend of the spiritual master, who represents that Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, then you become qualified, naturally qualified to understand the secrets of bhakti. See, because it's all in the attachment and the contact. That's called devotional service, serving the Lord, meeting the Lord. It's the gopis or the residents meet the Lord every day, uh, at least twice a day. See, in that meeting, their happiness increases every day. That's why they never get bored of meeting with Krishna. There's always something new and ever fresh in that meeting. And this goes on forever. The body of the Lord is unlimited. That means there's unlimited realization, unlimited happiness, unlimited bliss, varieties of I'm amazed every day. This is fantastic, especially once you get attached. Okay, it's gone. Okay, now I'm going to bring the mouse over here again. Okay, let me know if the hissing starts. And I bet it was this thing. This is the controller of the thing. So now that's away. And now I have this back. Tell me if the hissing starts again. Yeah. Yeah. See, Brahma profusely praises the Lord, Brahma said. See, that's the whole thing. Why? See, this is why you need to meet a real devotee who has contact with the spiritual form of God, because you're going to hear naturally going to praise it because it's the greatest, the form of Krishna, the transcendental form of Krishna. His name is in the form of his name and his pastimes is the greatest, is the greatest object of praise, in this universe, in all the universes. It has the greatest power, to liberate us from illusion. Okay? And the only reason why a lot of people give up Krishna consciousness or it disappears is for lack of a devotee being in here praising the truth that they experience. Yeah. After a while, people are only like in Krishna consciousness, they're just mainly, more or less chanting as a habit because you're supposed to do it. And it's supposed to do your 16 rounds or 1 lakh. Yeah, but if you have no relationship with that name, no feeling. See, relationship is feeling. The deeper you're feeling for the transcendental name, the deeper your relationship, your deeper your understanding of the transcendental form of the Lord. Yeah. Yeah. Same thing. That's why you see mundane materialists. After you get a taste for what is spiritual, then you see people whose relationship is developed for the material energy is very thick, very heavy. See, they're very, very because mundane and just they almost become like the object. See that they're associating with feeling, what they love. I love my money. I love my power. They got very, very heavy, very, very gross consciousness. See, so the devotees, because they associate with the transcendental form of Lord, they begin to manifest transcendental qualities, more uplifting. See, uplifting. That's why when you're in their association, Krishna is uplifted in you. You can feel it. You meet with the devotees even, and you're feeling this upliftment. See, uplifting Krishna in you. See, not bringing your consciousness down into material absorption, which makes your consciousness thick and heavy like the objects you're meditating on in the material world. Yeah. Yeah. So Brahma profusely praises the Lord. Profusely. Why not, man? This is what uplifts humanity, uplifts their consciousness. Because you're looking at people in the world and they're bringing your consciousness down. See, that's what Maya does. It's Maya's way. Maya's, you could say, like a trick and deception and lie. Oh, yeah, listen to me. That's why you see those who are heavily into power and control, and all of this, and they know how to control people is through fear, and then they bring out the mass media, in the form of these, the what do you call mass communications. They want to communicate a message, a very heavy message that brings your consciousness into more of a lizard-like level. They even talk about this now, the lizard-like level of fear, where you're in fear, and then you're easily controlled because of fear, and then they tell you, well, do this because to alleviate your fear, and the solution is not really a solution at all. It keeps you in more fear, and see, people are like that. That's because the Maya uses the same method. If you use, to entrap you, as devotees use to liberate you. See, because it's only the form of the Lord that'll liberate us. It's only really increasing attachment to that form of the Lord that'll liberate us. That brings us into the principle that why Krishna says, if you go to my holy places, you take a bath in the rivers, you're worshiping the deity, purifies after a long time. See? But associating with his living devotees who are living in this world purifies just by being seen, purifies by being heard from, because they're going to be profuse praises of the absolute truth as it is. The uplifting the consciousness, cleansing the consciousness, fast, quickly. See, you begin to know, oh, yeah, okay, what is that transcendental potency? Because you learn by hearing. Your consciousness gets cleansed and purified, see, and attuned to the frequency of what is transcendental, transcendence. But to get that stage, it takes a long time just by going to the holy Dhams. See? If you come to the devotees, very quickly you begin to able to recognize the transcendental potency. You begin to be able to relish that transcendental potency, to be able to become attached quickly to that transcendental potency. That's the secret of success here. That's why we do these classes every day. Not just to liberate people. That comes along with the territory. I just come here because sadhu sangha, man, to meet the Lord. The Lord, where two or more are gathered in the name of that absolute truth. There, the absolute truth will be. There, that consciousness will be. That frequency will be. The same thing. What do you think they have meetings in the world? People are having meetings in the world because there are more. See, they're more together. It's called. They teach this in books. I used to read these books on. The one was cybernetics, and you get together in a meeting, and then you become more understanding, more intelligence, and everything. But that's usually material. You're all using that so they can become rich and powerful and all of that kind of stuff. As material, but the same principle. You get together with devotees praising the transcendental truth, which is the real wealth of this world, but these people getting together in their they call it mastermind. You get this group mind together. Yes, and they become more than what they were individually. You get together and they see, and then they get more understanding of how to become wealthy and powerful and all of that. See, we're also doing that. That's why sadhu sangha get together in the name of the Lord and praising the Lord, understanding the Lord. You see, standing under that Lord's presence, and we get more. We become more purified. See, more attached to the Lord, the transcendental Lord, more attached. Develop. See, in the sadhu sangha, and we develop affinity. See, we start to feel related to these messages, which are actually non-different than God. That's why this is the book Bhagavad. If you are naturally inclined to praise the book Bhagavad, see that those praises, or the book and the devotee Bhagavad together, causes very quickly the awakening of bhakti, very quickly the cleansing of your consciousness, so that you can feel this attachment to the Lord, which is everything. If you're not attached to chanting, eventually you'll give it up. So you have to make progress in this chanting, in this hearing. You have to make progress in developing an affinity. Otherwise, you'll drop it. You'll let it go. Why do you think people leave here? We had somebody just leave here, because of a little thing. Why do you think she left? The lack of affinity for the lack of feeling a relationship here, because of too much association with the mundane world and mundane people. That's the only. Why would I? If I'm associating regularly and associating with real devotees, and I'm getting the juice of that, why the heck would I leave here? Just because of a little troubles, because of a little attack on my false ego. Somebody's saying, actually you're doing this and this and this. How dare you say that? Well, you just don't want to see it. That's all. And you'll leave because the lack of attachment to devotees. Hey, that's called neophyte. Okay. See, that's why I come here regularly. The people who leave, they don't come here regularly, do they? That person didn't come here regularly. They take long breaks because they got to make lots of money. I've seen this so many times. And their heart's not really fully with us. Maybe they have a motive in there. And Krishna, shakes it out. Yeah. So I don't know. How much is your spiritual life worth to you? Can you see this is the real life? And that is death out there. Death is not is lack of association. Can you imagine? You get the association of real devotees. You have real bhakti here. We're like 5 people out of millions of devotees who are just on that Vaidhi level, and you know them, man. You go to these temples, you see their consciousness. Some of you have been married to these Vaidhis. You know their consciousness. There are millions like that, and only a handful of people. There are no gurus like what are the disciples in this in this group. There are no gurus like this. All these Vaidhis who are very neophyte. They can't even tell the difference between a neophyte guru who's got all these material motives and somebody is giving them spiritual wealth. When your consciousness gets a little cleansed and you get purified and you become a real disciple and friend of a real spiritual master, you'll see all these things. You'll appreciate all these things. And you just won't leave because of a little dent in your false ego, false identification, which is good. Chanting Mahamantra helps me overcome everything and gives me the greatest happiness and peace ever felt. That is the greatest fortune, is attachment to the name. Not wealth, not material wealth, attachment to the name. Especially to the point of tears and ecstasy and all these transcendental symptoms listed in the book. Through this chanting, I feel related to the ecstatic devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Exactly. Yeah. And when you get over more and more over the false ego identifications, and you won't leave because of the false ego reacting. After a while, there's no need for a false ego. You're very clear. Oh man, the name of God, that's my relationship. And those who are related to the name of God. See, this transcendental relationship. See, then you'd be happy forever, in the association of real devotees. And that's when you start making devotees, without, I'm not here to compromise. And hey, people here can't add anything to me in this world. Yeah? But we here together now, those who are attached to the Lord or want to be, can add so much to the world, so much to the worldly, so much to the neophyte Vaishnavas, if they want. If not, we'll just go on praising the Lord for that happiness. And whoever is a Raganuga type, Raganuga type means, oh, wow, I like how that is. Oh, wow, what are you doing? Oh, yeah, well, we're praising what is eternal. We're tasting the nectar of God's transcendental form. You interested? No, I'm Guru Dev. I'm not interested. Oh, you're fucking nothing, man. You're nada. You're nothing in this world. Hey, let the world know you're a poor person. This is called Bhagavatam preaching. People think these guys, these worthless piles of straw are anything. But to the Lord, the true Lord, genuine Lord, if you got no bhakti, he doesn't even recognize you. Why are you neophytes recognizing somebody who is not recognized by God? Am I telling a lie, or is that the flat out, frank truth? These people are worshiping straw. That's why they get no result. It's futile. You worship a materially motivated guru, man, who has no love of God, and they're in it because they're making their money. They're professional Bhagavatam reciters, and there's so many. All of those gurus are all like that. They kangaroos. They jump to the position without being qualified. Prove me wrong. Get one of them here. Show me that you're attached to the holy name, that the Lord has chosen you to marry you forever. And not one of them will put their little fat ass or skinny ass here. You give respect to those who are not even transcendental. What is Lord Brahma praising? He's praising that which is transcendental. That's what we teach here. Praise only that which is transcendental. That is the only thing praiseworthy in this world, because the demigods are straw. The demons are straw, not worthy to worship, not worthy. Unless they respect the Lord and are devotees, they're like straw, nothing, like straw in the street. And if you praise them, that's illusion, man. You're an illusion. You're committing one of the 10 offenses, to put the demigods on the same level as Krishna or Vishnu, Yeah, how dare you do that? I'm here to preach the real truth of what the basics you learn in Krishna consciousness. Most Vaishnavas can't do, because they're praising gurus who are maybe a little charismatic on the material level, a little tricky, a little good at lying and cheating and deceiving themselves and you. And you're putting them on the same level, put their pictures on the level of the altar of Krishna and Radha. See? I say, phooey on that, man. Bogus. What, you think that's right to do? That's why they stay in illusion. They stay neophyte. Neophyte guru and neophyte followers. What did Jesus call that? The blind leading the blind. Without this intimate, ecstatic, transcendental relationship with that supreme personality of Godhead, you're nothing. Nothing in the eyes of the Lord. Man. You're not a devotee yet. But you want to be, you got to find those rare persons who have a genuine authorized relationship. And we're so lucky. We have these wonderful books that explain the qualities of a real devotee. It's all in everybody's face. It's hiding, in plain sight. It's amazing. That's why there's the book Bhagavat and a devotee Bhagavat, who tells you without compromise what's really in this book, the qualities of a real devotee who has real devotion, who animates the real transcendental form of God, makes it animated in your life, where you feel it, man. You can taste it. So, what do we got here? I'm getting this attachment from hearing your chanting. And then it also gives a desire to chant more in this association. Super duper process. That's it, man. Can you imagine? Okay. See, what is it? I'm getting attachment from hearing your chanting. So can you imagine if people knew this, Pani? You were with the Vaidhi Bhaktas. You chanted probably with these so-called authorities. Did you develop attachment to chanting? No. You just find one person that is actually attached to the chanting, and you become attached to the chanting too. There you go. The secret of Krishna consciousness, man. It's hiding in plain sight in all these books, especially like Chaitanya Mangal. That's actually in all these books, especially like Chaitanya Mangal, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and even the Bhagavatam. Every book, the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, hiding in plain sight, waiting for a devotee just to pick up these principles of Raganuga Bhakti and present them to you as they are, and then all of a sudden, whoop, you go on to this path. Why would you follow a path of following gurus who have not self-realized, who are not really spontaneous devotees, when you have the opportunity to do so? That's not even intelligent, is it? Balaram says, I'm off to bed. It's 12:30 a.m. Yeah, it's late over there. Okay? I'll catch it, though. Can't miss, yeah. Since I arrived in this physical association yesterday, oh my God, I can't find words to describe it. Great. That's awesome. Yeah. What else we got here? So let's see here. here. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Brahma's prayers. Okay. I like this here. I'm going to read this again. Okay. Lord Brahma said, "My dear Lord, you are the only worshipable Lord." I love this. I love that. You, my dear Lord, you're the only worshipable Lord. Only. Any others? Demigods, are they worshipable? No. Brahma has realized the Vrindavan Lord. Oh, my dear Lord, you are the only worshipable Lord. See, the supreme personality of Godhead. The supreme, he's got a personality. Do you know that personality? Well, without attachment, without bhakti, we can't know that personality. We need attachment to the Lord. See? Krishna said to Radha, see, Radha personifies devotion. Krishna was looking at Radharani. Wow, Radharani, because of the strength of her love. Actually, read the verse. The verse is great, man. Let's see if I get here. I wonder if I got it. Let's see if I got it in this thing here. Let's see if she's got it here. Chapter 1. I need love. 12:7:2. Is that 2? Let's see. No. Oh, no, she doesn't have it. Books. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Database. I love this. This thing is really great. Let's see if I can find it quickly today. Hare Krishna. I think I can. Okay, great. Yeah, this is on the spiritual masters, but this high verses here. It's a really wonderful verse. So, Krishna said, this is chapter 1 of Adi Lila. Desiring to understand the glory of Radha's love. Man, this verse is a whole class in itself. It's a whole see, desiring to understand the glory of Radha's love. See, Radha's love is pure devotion. See, all devotees, they have pure, unadulterated, I mean, if they're real devotees without mixture, pure, unadulterated devotion is glorious. So the Lord here in this chapter is desire. He's talking about his greatest devotee with the greatest, deepest devotion, desiring to understand the glory of Radha's love. That's what anybody with any intelligence, you should think. If you happen to find a real devotee in this world, to think, wow, I want to understand that glory of that love. What is the glory in pure devotion to God? What is the glory of love of God? See, just that question you should be asked. If you don't ask that question, you miss life's ultimate goal, really, because it's to understand, to stand under that glory of Radha's love. And that means you got to see what that looks like. You got to see what is the result of that person's love for God. Love for Krishna, love for Christ. Okay? That means you got to see its glory. What is that glory? Why are you guys even coming here? You see something that looks like devotion, right? You wonder, well, what is that glory? See? Well, you got to see the result of that. What is the result of that? Is there a depth of intelligence? Oh, yeah, there is. Okay. Is there a depth of happiness that you've never seen in this world? I mean, actually, you could see the person's experiencing something that's really, like unlike anything in this world. See, do you want to understand that glory of that level of happiness, the greatest happiness in the world? Yeah. Do you see, wow, this person has got some relationship with somebody I can't see, but it looks like it's really wonderful. It looks like love that I've never seen, like you can see the kind of love in the world. And this person has a love for some unseen force just by chanting God's name or that name. What is the glory of that? Was he understand? I want to stand under that because that person is developed. He's more by being in this relationship, relishing this happiness of this love. See, he's more. I want to also be more. I don't want to just be alone and lonely in this world. This person's not lonely. He's not alone in this world, even though he likes to be alone or she likes to be alone, but they're not appearing lonely like everybody else, looking for some body to be close to, some material body to be close to. Okay? Do you want to stand under that that understanding, that knowledge? See, this verse is fantastic. Desiring to understand the glory of Radha's love. See, being around devotees, you want to stand under that glory. That is the greatest thing. Why do you associate with devotees? They give you something to stand for, to stand under, to understand, to stand under that glory, to live under that shelter of love of Krishna. The wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love. She alone. Yeah, not only her, but she's got the greatest and the deepest. And that's why the Gaudiya Vaishnava line is so deep, man, because these devotees were her girlfriends. Therefore, we have all these literatures that describe the depths of this love and the knowledge of this love, this understanding of this love. See, the supreme personality of God is just words to people in this world. It's just words to Vaidhi Bhaktas who give their superficial praises, but not to a devotee who stands under this love, who has this seed of real pure bhakti, man, this attachment to the Lord. It's glorious, man. See? The transcendental qualities of the Lord are the real treasure of this world, and people don't know it. They think treasure. See, the qualities of the Lord, the characteristics of the Lord, the body of the Lord, the transcendental body of the Lord, they're everything to a devotee. They're his life, their inspiration, the knowledge comes from that. See, Radharani, she understands these wonderful characteristics of the transcendental body of Krishna because of this love, this devotion. Nobody else knows. That's why why would you go to a guru who doesn't? I mean, if you got this association here and we're teaching this level of Krishna consciousness, why do you go to gurus who don't have this love awakened yet? They don't have real pure devotion awakened yet. What can they tell you about the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Only a devotee who has transcendental Bhakti Lata Bij developed can tell you something about that Supreme Lord and describe these transcendental characteristics to cleanse your consciousness by those talks and discussions. Yeah, and increase your attachment to that transcendental form of the Lord, inspire you in that direction. Only an experienced devotee experiencing pure devotion. The action of it. See, the communion with the transcendental body of the Lord. See, they've been cleansed and purified. See, and therefore they have the quality and qualification to taste. And it's what it is. It's like a transcendental taste for the transcendental name and qualities and characteristics of God. Yeah. See, wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes her love. This is treasure. This is why ultimately you have to meet the bona fide spiritual master who's bona fide. They're bona fide because they can chant the holy names with great ecstatic devotion. That's why the verses say it's only through them that you can understand Krishna. Okay? They're experienced devotees. They're purified devotees in that sense. You have only possibility to understand the transcendental nature of Krishna and his name and pastimes is through them. That's why the verse is there. It's not through these austere gurus who show, well, this is my qualification. I'm austere, I'm renounced, I'm regulated, I wear a nice dhoti and all that. And then this is my message to you. You got to be renounced to me like me. See, you got to be austere like me. See, the emphasis is on what happens as a result of this bhakti. See? So you notice the preaching isn't like that here. The verse is not like that in the book, but these persons preach the opposite of the verse. See, Narayan Raj was teaching, well, it's by austerities and renunciation and renouncing the world and going through all those long stages of developing some level of bhakti by external methods, renouncing the world, pushing it away, pushing it down, pushing it away and pushing it down, all your desires and everything. And then you get some taste and everything. It doesn't work. Eventually people will give it up. I saw, his intimate brahmachari once was there. He gave it up. He just disappeared. Nobody even knows why, nor would they tell anybody. They knew why, but they wouldn't say. Basically, it's a lack of transcendental taste. It's just too much renunciation, too much no taste. You can't taste anything in the world because you're taught to renounce it, and then you get a little crazy, a little insane because you can't taste the material world, and you can't taste this bhakti. You'd be like a ghost. You're caught in between two worlds, man. And we're here relishers. We're like little Krishnas. We want to taste something. And if you can't taste pure bhakti and you can't taste the world, you're going to be fucked up in your mind, man. And that's what we see. That's why people, it's not a path that works. Maybe temporarily you can come on it. Everybody's, trying to renounce the world. Don't eat this, don't eat that. No illicit sex, no sex unless you want to have a children. All these things taught on the Vaidhi level, it really doesn't work. All you do is you lose the essence of the truth, and it becomes a rule, a regulation, and all that stuff. Ultimately, that needs to bring you to the path of the devotee preaches, man, which is this. Do you desire to understand the glory of the love of a devotee? Bottom line is no, you don't care. Then you'll probably go somewhere else, wherever that is. You'll go to the world, you go to Buddhism, right? You don't care about this. This is the only thing that real devotees who have the greatest understanding of God care about. I want to understand the glory of a devotee's love. There you go. If you don't care about that, if you don't hear this kind of preaching, if you're not directed in this way or develop a desire also to understand the glory of a real devotee's love, then you won't care. You'll go to these gurus who don't have this love. They don't have pure devotion, and that's not the standard they preach. They speculate on these books and don't tell you the essence. No, I want to understand this. The guru is teaching me how to be austere, how to be regulated, how to be renounced. Oh, yeah, I want to understand the glory of that. Well, to be honest with you, that's not very glorious. What is glorious in these verses as they are? What's glorious is preaching them as they are. What's glorious is tasting the nectar of the absolute truth as it is. And really direct people properly right into Vrindavan. Didn't this direct you? Wow, I didn't know this. I spent 40 years worshiping these gurus who are glorifying austerities, glorifying renunciation, glorifying the path that takes many lifetimes to attain prema and devotion. Wow, I spent so much time doing that when I could have heard from a person who's standing under the real glory of the love of God that manifests that quality of loving God. Oh, and the intelligence that comes with that to preach the Bhagavat as it is, the essence, which you're hearing here. See, therefore I offer my humble obeisances just to please you. This is the secret. Krishna and Radha, they're only interested in hearing the essence of truth. That is the secret of bhakti, man. That's the secret of communication of bhakti. That's the secret of pleasing God, which begins in your own self, okay? With your own glorification, because the Lord is there in the heart. And ooh, wow, boy, I love hearing that. See, and when you communicate that, and people that are meant to be attracted, they're purified enough, they will come. See? And they will become your friends, like here. You notice? Can you imagine leaving friends like this? When I see people leaving friends like this, I say, oh, the person fell into big Maya. They don't have that much attraction to real devotees. Otherwise, why would you give up a family member over a squabble? False ego squabble that's actually benefiting you. You don't want to see the truth. Well, I got boundaries. I got boundaries. I got boundaries. Yeah, that's right. You got boundaries between yourself and the real devotees, and those boundaries should go, so that you feel part of the family of devotees. That's how Maya is. You start bonding with Maya and false ego stuff and the world and worldly people. You get more interested in that. And then you lose interest in the association of real devotees who can really benefit you. I like that. Yeah, to please you, prayers to please you. What are those prayers, man? You are the only worshipable Lord. See? The Lord oh wow, you see the truth. Wow, that's great, man. See, that's why devotees, they just like to pray. Let me praise the essence of truth. Thank you, Lord, for giving me this understanding. I want to stand under it. I want to glorify. It is my heart, man. I just want to stand under this truth. Well, but there's so many people who won't like it, man. They won't like you, Gohari. Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to stand for this? They won't invite you to the temples. You'll have so many enemies for preaching this because you're a threat to people's lies and their deceptive practices, and their illusions that they believe so much in. You'll threaten them. No, that's okay, Lord. Man, it's too juicy. That's what I know Jesus was thinking. No, Lord, I'm going to praise you as you are. Yeah, they're going to not like me. They might even, strike the body down. Okay, it doesn't matter, man. Just give me one day to glorify the truth in this God-forsaken world, and let's save it. Whoever will listen, you'll be saved. You're saved by the name of God. See, the conclusive understanding of the Lord is the name of God. Otherwise, it's the name of God's illusion. That's the whole thing. And this is why Vaidhi stays Vaidhi. So many speculations on the true nature of the Lord, the true conception of the Lord, the true teachings of the Lord. That's why I identify putanas and kalyas and donkeys, less intelligent persons, all as gurus and their followers. Yeah. So I look at that. I'm here to stand for the real truth as it is. What? We're not experienced here? You don't see person relishing bhakti right in front of your face that you read about in the book? Come on, wake the fuck up, man. You know, you ladies, wake the hell up, man. What are you doing? What, you don't here, you see persons here in our Sangha who are chanting the holy names with great ecstatic devotion, like the verses say, and you look at your gurus and not one of them is chanting, and you want me to consider you intelligent persons? I think you're under the donkey demon, keeping you from the real intelligence and the real Vrindavan. That's what I think. I think you're listening to persons who don't know who they're worshiping. They don't have that devotion, that pure love of God that reveals everything. Devotion is like light. You know, can you imagine if the sun didn't come out every day? You'd be walking in darkness. Say there's no light, there's no street lights, nothing. Okay? Say the stars aren't even out. You walk through the darkness. That's this world. That's this fucking universe without devotion. Can you imagine when you start to wake up because of devotion and you walk here, you're looking at all these people that are in darkness because they don't have this wonderful quality that you're so fortunate to have. You see people, teachers, Buddhists, Christians, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever their designation is, Vaishnavas, gurus, spiritual masters, so-called, all that don't have that quality of devotion, and they're all blind, like their eyes are poked out. And they got their followers who are also blind. What do you think Jesus is talking about? The blind leading the blind. Lack of devotion to that Supreme Lord, pure devotion, gives you real intelligence. Doesn't the verse say that? Desiring to understand the glories of Radha's love and the transcendental qualities of Krishna that she understands because of the strength of that devotional love, pure love. If you don't understand the transcendental qualities of the Lord, you're in illusion, man. You're going to be focused on the illusion. Right in front of your face is illusion everywhere. You have people teaching illusion on Facebook, illusion there, illusion everywhere. See? And you got, where are you going to find that rare devotee that's focused on the truth, meditating on the absolute truth because of the quality of devotion and glorifying that truth, just like Lord Brahma. See, this is the book. See, this glorification was a person, a living person at one time. Well, he's still living, but now he's in the book. See, people don't see it, do they? They read this and they don't understand. See, but you got a living person now again who is praying these prayers and describing their truths. Oh, now you begin to understand things you didn't understand. Isn't that the purpose of having a bona fide spiritual master, a devotee Bhagavad? Can you see why from your own experience here? Now I know why I need a living devotee. Oh, I was a Ritvik before, or these Ritviks were over there, and they were saying, no, this is how you do it. You believe in Prabhupada's books and everything, but you, like Janaki, has studied the books for 40 years, and other devotees too, and then maybe you accept the Ritvik philosophy because that's all you know and everything. But then you meet a living devotee who says, no, by the action of the book Bhagavad, which it says, I just tell you the truth. I tell you the book, man. By the action of the book Bhagavad, chapter 1 of Adi Leela, and the devotee Bhagavad, love of God is communicated to you, awakened in you, nourished in you. Oh, now I got it. I read that book. I didn't see it. I listened to the Ritviks. I couldn't see that. They were speculating on this. Oh, I went to these living dead gurus who have no devotion. I didn't understand that. I didn't even understand the song I sang every day. Shri Guru Charana Padma. I had a guru that had no emanation of ecstatic devotion. All my 40 years in Krishna consciousness. Oh, by his word, my ignorance. No, I didn't get any ignorance destroyed. But man, I see a real devotee now. Man, whoa. Oh boy, the donkey demon is gone. I got some real intelligence coming. Oh, look at this, Putin. I don't want to listen to the false representatives of Vrindavan. I want to meet a real resident who has the real bhav, the real ecstasy of Vrindavan. That uncommon ecstatic bhav and devotion and praying of a real resident. I want to see that. I want to hear from a person who, because of the strength of that prema, has some real intelligence about the transcendental qualities of the Lord. Yeah, you go to the temples where they repress that that transcendentalness that may want to arise in you. See? And you want me to respect that which pushes down devotion? No, we're not here to do that. If you're a Vaidhi, go ahead and praise each other and praise your speculation gurus, praise your own speculations. That gets you really nowhere. You know, oh yeah, this is the best it'll do is Bhagavad Gita. It says, you know, if you can't worship God like many of the devotees do here in this Sangha, you can't do that. You don't want to do that. Well, go there, work on the chain gang, man. Follow the strict rules and regulations. Don't eat this, don't do this, don't this, and don't that, and no, and be austere and all of that, and develop a desire to attain Krishna, because you ain't getting him that way. On the no path. Know this, know that. Develop a desire. And then when a devotee comes before you and you hear from them and say, "Whoa, I didn't hear that on the chain gang, man. What, I can get out of prison?" You know, the prison, they said this was the regulated rules of freedom. You know, and I don't feel that free, man. I feel like bound by this. Yeah, but you're good. Hey, got the result. Develop a desire to attain Krishna. Well, are you ready to listen? Are you ready to listen, or you want to listen to these speculating gurus who don't have love of Krishna yet? No, I still want to listen. I still don't want to give that up. Okay, well, stay there until you do. Don't come over here where you can see people that have love of Krishna right in front of your face, man, hiding in plain sight because you're blind. You're blind by listening to people who don't know what they're talking about. They don't know who they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. And that's why you see the verse. Nevin said that, oh, follow the rules and regulations so you attain Krishna. No, it didn't say that. Develop a desire to attain Krishna. Otherwise, you won't listen to us over here. You've been contaminated by listening to all these persons that are blocked from the real Vrindavan by the principalities who imitate their donkey, less intelligent thing. They think let me present this to whoever will listen to less intelligent truth. You know, not truth, deceptions and speculations. That's the donkey demon. See, and you listen to them, and you're also stopped from going to the real Vrindavan. Oh yeah, let me listen to this Hari Katha talks about God from these religious leaders in Christianity. The ones, have their two or three private jets. Yeah, I believe in them. They even look like them, but you can't see it, man, because you believe in them. You believe in their word, their twisted word, their deceptive words. Oh, you believe in these gurus sitting on the high seats and in the iskons and all of that. And they have no pure love of God awakened. It's not even a standard, is it? Oh, the book is showing the standard. That's the standard, but you don't know that because they don't know that. The blind leading the blind. You ready to get off that carousel going around and around on your little horses? Like little children. You ever see the carousels going around? That's you, Vaidhi Bhaktas in ISKCON. You're going around and around together. You're like little kids. You're going around thinking, wow, this ride is great. Okay, you ever get bored of that ride? Let us know, and then come over here and and grow up a little bit. See, this is prayers to please the Lord. It's all about that. See? O son of the king of the cowherds. Yeah. See, this is the thing. Remember that lady who came here? She came here and says, I realize God, and all of this. And this is the way it is, to be one with God and we're all the same and all of that. See, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you know Krishna is a son of Maharaj Nanda? Oh, no, no, no. That's not the way it is. It's the way this way. Being one with God. See the oneness thing? See, that's the way it is. She can't give up her opinion. And so she leaves. Okay. Yeah, but that's not complete realization. This is for connoisseurs who want to know the complete personality of Godhead, not only one with the Lord, see, but different. See, different variety, spiritual variety. The Lord actually comes in his eternal pastimes. He comes and he delivers people in these particular forms. See, like Nanda Maharaj, the son of Nanda Maharaj. He comes with his devotees who know him that way. They know him in all the ways. The complete form of God. See, even they have to give up their opinion somehow or other. Otherwise they're stuck on it. They're attached. See, this whole thing. People are attached to their opinion, their lesser opinions, their lesser understanding of the absolute truth. But those who are not so attached, if you're not too attached to your opinion that God is one and we're all one and we're all God and all that stuff, that speculations even about that, then you come here and you'll learn about, oh yeah, Krishna, who is very attractive. He's the son of Maharaj Nanda, the son of, he's Yashoda Nandana, Sachinandana. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you got to distinguish the upgrade. There you go, Tom. That's a good realization. This is the upgrade. Otherwise you want to use Windows XP. That old program, man, doesn't work very good. Oh yeah, yeah. There's already been 3 or 4 upgrades from that. See? You wanna understand the upgrade from Vaidhi Bhakti? You come here. There's no place teaching like this. Not one. You show me. I'd like to see it, and nobody does. So I have to conclude just logically that this is the only place on this planet teaching this. Because nobody comes forward. What? We're not vocal enough? You haven't 25 years on Facebook and YouTube and all these things, and nobody comes forward and say, "Oh yeah, we're doing also. We got a connection with those who are real associates of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna, and we want to present them to the world too." Yeah, come on, man. Let's make a party of this. Let's show all the parties of Vrindavan here. The new Vrindavans. Let's see the new Vrindavans here, because in Vrindavan there are many parties. The parties of these gopis and that gopi. Oh, yeah. All right, bring the parties here, man. Why not? Nobody is even announcing it. Well, we'll announce it, man. Bring the real parties of Vrindavan. If not, well, I have to assume this is the only real party of Vrindavan. Hey, man, all you need is one party to become just become to the one party of Vrindavan that's having a party every day. Don't we show that we're having this party, this Vrindavan party every day? It's a big party, man. We even have people that leave the party sometimes. The other day, we have somebody that left the party because, who are you guys? I'm so great. I don't need you. Unfriend everybody here. Shows you that's a Maya, man. That's when you serve Maya, you lose affection. It's called aparad. You lose affection for real devotees. And that means you lost your wealth. You lose affection for a real transcendental family, that means you lost everything. Breaks the creeper. All of a sudden, you unfriend everybody from Facebook. Very dangerous position. And how did you get there? All by too much association with worldly people and worldly things, that you can't get through these things. So hopefully Krishna helps those kind of persons get back on the horse. Your transcendental body is dark blue, like a new cloud. Your garment is brilliant like lightning. And the beauty of your face is enhanced by your gunja earrings and the peacock feather on your head. You see, these are all devotees. Personifications are devotees. And that enhances the beauty of Krishna's face, are the devotees. The truth of Krishna, the transcendental truth about Krishna, are his devotees. They enhance that understanding of Krishna, and it needs to be enhanced, man. You ever seen an image that you can't, it's a blurry image, right? It's really blurry. And then you got to go, I can do it. I want to enhance this. I get all this technology and will enhance that image. And then all of a sudden you can see it more clearly. See, that's a devotee. They enhance the true face of Krishna. The true knowledge of Krishna. They enhance that blurry image that's blurred by these non-residents of Vrindavan. See, they don't have a clear image, a clear understanding of the devotees of Vrindavan, the truths of Vrindavan. See, you need an enhancement of that image that's been blurred by the contamination of inexperienced persons trying to impersonate the real devotees, imitate the real devotees. See, that's called religion and religious leaders. You need to come to where the devotees will take that image, that blurry image that you got from listening to people who are not experts, who cannot enhance the image of Krishna in this world. They're not real close to the Lord. You see that gunja, that peacock is right on the head of the Lord, right? The gunja earrings right on the body of the Lord. See, right on the body of the Lord. Are you like that? Do you hear the name of the Lord and you experience the non-difference of that, the simultaneous oneness and difference of that? You manifest that in the world. That's a person who will enhance the true image of Krishna Vrindavan. Nobody else. You got to be that close. Are you an ornament on the Lord? Is he an ornament on you? Goes two ways. Yeah. The Lord uses you, not your passive, oh, Lord, use me. The Lord says, I want to use you. Oh, Lord, use me. I want to use you. But you got to use me. Okay? That's self-realization. A devotee is used by the Lord and uses the Lord, the Lord's true nature, true qualities, see? True name, true ecstasy. uses that to deliver the world, to give happiness to the Lord in their own heart. And that's, you get the prasadam. See, that's the prasadam that Kamalakanta knows not of. Well, he's going to probably get it one of these days, hopefully. See? The remnants. This is what you get when a devotee is preaching or chanting. You're getting the remnants. The true remnants. Otherwise, you see that, see these people with great faith in Mahaprasadam, like that Kamalakanya. Oh, yeah, come Mahaprasadam, Mahaprasadam. See, but it hasn't led them to this understanding, this prasadam, this Mahaprasadam. See, are the words of the devotees. See, and their glorification of the absolute truth. See, they're chanting. See, this is being around devotees who chant in ecstasy, like the devotee says. This is getting me. What did Pani say? Let's see if I got it here. Pani said, see, I'm getting this attachment from hearing your chanting. There you go. See, that's Mahaprasadam. Wake the fuck up, people. Hey, wake the fuck up, ISKCON. This is the path. Are you getting attracted to chanting from being with your gurus? Right, I know. I was with a devotee coming from Mayapur who had 22 years he was with Jaipataka. 22 years, and he was in Mayapur, and he was not happy. And I've spent just chanting with him in the car, coming to the airport from Mayapur to the airport. And he said, "Whoa, thank you so much. I've been miserable in Mayapur for 3 months. But just chanting with you in the car, I feel so relieved. Thank you." See? That's anybody interested in that kind of chanting? Do you want to be relieved? Do you want to be relieved of all these speculators and speculations you got from these people who are not residents of Vrindavan? Well, I believe in the Jaipadaka because he has big whompers. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I see. You need the blockbuster Bollywood thing. Yeah, I believe in the devotees of Krishna because they're going on with their big whompers. Bang, 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 bang. They're definitely qualified. Or are you ready to move on and move deeper now? Okay. So let's see. Let's bring the devotees up here. Whoever wants to come. Hey, Janardhan, put the link up there, and whoever wants to, please come and let us have a discussion. Let's share us a word. Yeah, and I encourage people get up here, man. Let's get some juice going, man. Let's get some life here. Life is you. You make a difference. People make a difference here. Here, I'll put the link also on the YouTube. So, yeah, Amy, if you're still listening here, you can also just click the link and you can come up here from what do you call, from YouTube. Lalita and Tom. All right. Can you get a little bit closer, like so you can both be on camera here? Oh, you know what I can also do is like this. Let's see if this works. Okay. Anyway, whatever you do is okay. Yeah. So give us a word, Tom. What do you got for us? Oh, look at this, Fernando. All right, give us a word.
Yeah, I
Whoever.
was I was thinking of making some distance so we can all three.
Oh,
It's
there
okay.
you go.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay. You guys are not that much.
yeah,
Oh
this
my
is
God.
fine. Yeah, perfect. Oh, I'm feeling very happy. Everything went very smooth yesterday. I I was thinking maybe I need breaks from an hour, but I could just drive One time, everything was so smooth, and
Wow.
I met Janardan, and yeah, there was a lot of laughing from the first moment here. It's like yeah, very smooth. I
We got Eric today.
Yes, I finally joined. I hope it's okay.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Tom. It worked.
yes, yes. You talked about this party vibe. I feel it very much. Like let's party. Let's enjoy this association. And yeah, Amy, there you are. Yeah.
Thank God, because
I
Facebook
have
has blocked me.
this party feeling. Yes.
Sorry, Tom. Go ahead.
I didn't hear you.
It's okay.
This party vibe. I feel it's in the air. There's a party in the air. It will be a great festival here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, Fernando, give us a word.
For me, yesterday was not swift travel. Was later on difficult. I
Yeah,
got my mountains to go, and but I saw things.
yeah,
Was somehow puzzled by things, but at a certain moment I went to walk alone, and I met a devotee in the street at the end of the day, and he started to speak to me
mhm,
in such a way that boom, all the troubles were more easy. More he gives me perspective. So it
mhm.
was so. I see. I feel that this is you are cutting the the things you are giving devotion, and devotion is such a special thing.
Yeah, yeah,
So it seems that to reach that devotion in the heart, there are many layers to
yeah,
cut to get there. So I feel that something is
yeah, 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 yeah,
place there, and I
yeah, yeah.
feel
Yeah, that's
very.
honest. That's great. Yeah, yeah, because you gotta. It's like it's things are being maybe. It feels like maybe ripped away and all that stuff, but it's
Yeah,
part of making room for this.
yeah,
So you're
yeah,
more free. Without the constraints of different things. You just learn the essence. I mean, I've always been in the essence, and that's what I'm here. I feel I'm here to share with people the essence, and so it takes, because you're lining up to this consciousness, and so this constraints are it's kind of like the gopis take Krishna took the clothing away from the gopis so they can be more close, type thing. So
uh,
so maybe you're getting raped by Krishna, transcendentally, false.
Rape me, Lord, please.
Yeah, yeah, great. Hey, Amy, give us a word now. Thanks there, Fernando.
No, I'm super excited that I can even come on the live stream because somehow Facebook blocked me. I can't comment. I can't write a comment for some
Yeah.
20. I got T minus 14 hours to go. Like out of nowhere, this is what behavior that Facebook did to me.
Mhm.
I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't write anything about politics. There was nothing I did wrong, Gorahari. Like
Yeah,
nothing. I was
yeah,
just my regular self. Like, and all of a
yeah,
sudden, Facebook is like, you've been restricted. Like, up the community. You didn't go against. You went against the community standards.
right.
I
Yeah,
I want to I want to I want answers right now. I'm mad.
yeah,
I'm actually
right.
I've been extremely upset about this behavior because this
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense to me. Like I'm a normal fucking person over here. Like I have just
yeah,
done my normal behavior. Like
yeah,
what
yeah,
the hell did I do wrong that
yeah,
I have gone against their community standards? Like, and I
yeah,
literally I don't know. There's nobody to ask. Like I want to speak to management. Like this is how I'm feeling. Where's the manager? I want to speak to management. You know?
Good luck.
Because, yeah, but there's no management. There's
No,
no
it's AI.
AI. And so Andromeda said she thinks that it might be because I was commenting too rapidly, like possibly on your like live stream. I was like
That's what it is. That's what it
rapidly
is.
commenting on the live stream, not on my own like little like on people's posts, like whatever. Because
Yeah.
it was Father's Day. I want to comment on my cousin's posts and stuff. Like I want to. That's a behavior I do. Whatever. It's Facebook. I've been, and you know what I'm really mad about? I have been on Facebook since it started. Like I am like an OG original Facebooker. Like I
Yeah.
was on MySpace. I started Facebook. Like I was like on it since it began, because first we had Friendster, then it was MySpace, and then it was Facebook. So I've been like social media, like from the get go. So that's why I want to talk to management right now. Hi, Mark
Yeah.
Zuckerberg. Like, what the fuck did I? Sorry, language. Why did I get restricted? Yeah, I can't. They're like, all of a sudden, out of literally nowhere, I can't comment. I couldn't even comment on your lives. I couldn't write anything. I couldn't write Hare Krishna, Guru Dave, like amazing, great, like I always do.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's like Andromeda said. It was probably
Yeah.
too
It's
many.
probably because she said it's probably like the AI thought I was spamming, like spam.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's how
all.
she worded it.
Yeah, next time, just a little fewer comment. That's all, just a little bit of fewer. One less comment, and you'll be okay.
I can't help myself.
Yeah,
But anyway, I'm so happy we're all here, and this is so wonderful. I'm just listening to everything you're saying, and I just how great is this, right? I mean, can you imagine that we're the lucky ones all of a sudden, like all of a sudden, like we're the lucky ones that get to be a part of like such everything you were saying. I was thinking, wow, like I have been so fired up, I get restricted on Facebook. This is not like an Amy behavior, and all of a sudden I'm so fired up, like with this energy and this everything that's going on, the support of this group. I can't even imagine that like I would have this, like I was given this kind of support and this kind of like these kind of friends, and this kind of like group, like I mean, this is teamwork right here. Like I really see this as teamwork, like, and to me, it's absolutely unbelievable that I would be like I would find myself in this situation, and lately it's summer. You're right. It's like summer energy. Like everything's getting so high. I feel like, I mean. So weird. Like I was on the live the other night, right? And it was heightened. Oh, I think it was right when I was not yelling. I was just high energy. There was a lot of energy happening. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I'm just trying to find my words. I'm sorry, because I lose my words.
It's okay. That's okay.
And I woke up the next morning and there was no electricity in my bathroom. I was like, why? What's going on? My brother had to come and like the circuit had like literally blown like the energy. So then Father's Day was on Sunday, and we had a barbecue. My brother's a new father. This morning, me and my mom are out there talking in the morning, which we don't normally do a behavior like that. Like, but the energy was just really high. So I needed to talk to my mom, because when I don't know what to do, the first thing I go for is my mom, that's just what I do. And so we're talking, and all of a sudden we hear do like this big crash, and in my son's room. So I run in there, like open up the door, and the door won't even open because something has fallen. I thought it was him. I thought because he's been sick. So I thought maybe he fell. Like I didn't know what was going on. His entire shelf in his room like had crashed, like out of nowhere. We're over there talking, and like everything in the house just started like one thing after another just kept like almost like falling like apart. Like I don't know if this has something to do with the energy that like I had elevated, or maybe I'm just bugging out, but like I actually really do believe that there was some kind of like really high energy happening, and everybody in the house was feeling it. They were like, no, there's something's happening here. Like everything crashing. I mean, like things house didn't like that behavior. Yeah, like I mean, I don't know what happens in this house, but So anyway, that's what I wanted to comment, that there was something happening here. And I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to
there
use
definitely was. It was,
yeah, like
yeah,
something's happening. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you know, I had that when experience when I had an awakening. You know, the things started crashing in another room. A bookshelf once fell over. You know, heavy bookshelf, and went crashing to the ground. Yeah, so it sounds like circuits blowing, stuff like
That's what
that. Yeah,
happened here. This was a heavy shelf. I mean, it had
yeah,
so much stuff on it. The entire,
yeah,
like almost like the
yeah,
entire room, like fell
yeah,
apart in his room.
yeah,
He
yeah,
wakes up. He's in his bed sleeping. I thought it was him that fell. So I'm like,
yeah,
oh my god, like is something's wrong? You know? No, he's fine. I'm like, okay, you're fine. But the whole thing just like everything was a mess. So we have to fix that whole situation.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
So
yeah,
that
like so you know what I'm saying.
absolutely,
I
yeah,
don't
I
know
know.
why. I
Yeah.
think it's this energy that's happening.
I think you were being used, that
What?
day, the
What do you
other day.
mean?
Yeah, being used by God, to
Yeah, but what do you mean
energy.
when you say yeah?
Yeah, well, used, by the energy coming through you, and like in your sharings and stuff like that. So, and then it shakes things up, like energy comes and starts to purify different people and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and like how you said, like some people will like hit them and quit them. Like they come here, they oh I
Yeah,
love you, Guru Dave. Like I love you
yeah,
so much, right? And then
yeah,
later skater, like that later
yeah.
alligator. Like
It gets it up, man. Brings up all these things,
funny,
Yeah,
really funny how like people will say how much they love you, and then right out the
yeah, yeah,
door they are.
yeah. Right out the door too.
Right out the door. Like, bye. Wham, bam, thank you, man. I mean, I can't even believe that. That makes me really upset, actually.
Yeah,
And in a
yeah,
weird way, I think that that's why the energy was happening, because that needed
yeah.
to happen, right?
I agree.
Somebody needs to call that out. Like
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you're not with us, then you're against us. Because
yeah,
we we have a thing going on here.
yeah,
And
yeah,
if you're not for my guru, my Guru
yeah,
Haridas,
yeah,
then
yeah,
you're against us, right? Like, because if you're not going to sit here and stay with us through
yeah,
it all, I
yeah,
know it gets a little gnarly,
yeah,
just like a
yeah,
waves.
yeah.
Like I live by the
That's right.
beach, so waves sometimes they can get really gnarly. Like surfers, they
Yeah,
love
yeah,
to ride those gnarly waves. Like
yeah,
so
yeah,
that's the best time is when the waves get really
yeah,
high. Then they can
yeah,
really surf it. If
yeah,
there's
yeah.
no surf, then what are they going to do? They can't ride a wave.
Sure,
So
yeah,
they love if there's a storm that comes. Because then they can
yeah,
they can ride the wave. And
mhm,
in a way, I feel like we created a little bit of a storm. Like, and if
yeah,
you can't hang with us and you can't ride out the wave, then why are you like what were you even here for? Like, I mean, because I feel like we're a very committed group. Like, I'm going to use the word
yeah,
committed, like
yeah,
that this is a solid thing, and
yeah,
we stick by through and
yeah,
through
yeah,
thick and thin,
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
And we see this entire wave out. We ride this entire situation out, and through
mhm,
thick and thin. Like, when you get
mhm.
married to a person, they say through better or worse. Like, I mean, through
Right.
to death do us
Yeah.
part. Like I'm
Exactly.
going
Yeah,
to
I
stick
like
with
that.
you. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Like that's how
yeah,
they
yeah,
when you get married. So
yeah,
that's how I feel about this. And if somebody, if another person, I mean, whoever, I'm not going to call anybody out anymore. Like, honestly, like I'm not going to do that behavior. But if somebody can't stick with us through thick and thin, and they're not going to
mhm,
ride the wave out with us, then
mhm.
what? I can't say anything. Then you couldn't hang.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Hang
And
tough.
that's what the test is, and yeah, and nobody can really hang unless you're kind of following the process. If your heart isn't completely here, even like if your heart is really here with us and everything, and maybe you can't always associate, but it's like surfing. You gotta kind of ride the wave. And so, okay, sometimes maybe you can't be here so much, but your heart is here, maybe it'll work out. But if your heart isn't completely here, or you have some motive in the underneath, and also you're not here, well, when the wave comes, you'll crash. The wave will surface, and that happens. So, and
Break.
hopefully,
The undertow. They got
the
caught in
under,
the undertow. Yeah, and you're
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, you're
yeah,
drowning over there in the
yeah,
undertow.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, you know, fortunately, Krishna holds everything that we do, and maybe at a later date, the person will understand these things. If not, well, like already there are people that crashed and burned, they're still gone. They didn't figure it out. Their Maya's really covering them. And I have to say, Maya, it's not like they went to I mean, I like to see that they go to a better place, but I haven't seen anybody that went to a better place, really. I think may have went to, like, water seeks its own level. So maybe their consciousness is on that level. Like a lot of people are tuned to the God Brother level. The God Brothers of Prabhupada, and they go there. They go to the Radhakund Babaji level, or the Narayan Raj level, or the God Brother level, or the ISKCON level, because we got our level here. I mean, this is kind of a level, and so those who are tuning to this level will seek this level and be at this level. And it's okay, it is what it is, just destiny. Yeah. What do you think, Pani?
I felt that, right? The like a buoyant energy, like last couple of days or 3 days since the weekend. There's like a buoyant energy which stays all, like, during the course of the day. It doesn't go away, and
Uh-huh.
the material situations haven't really changed much to really account for anything like that. It's like there's
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Usually, if you get like a raise in the job, there's a little spurt here and there, and then it goes. It wasn't anything like that. It was beautiful. It was like she said, it's like a sunny day. Like for me, it's
Yeah,
like a spring and sunny day. It feels
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and it's almost like I went back to like my teens. It's like, oh, back then there was this energy. It feels
Yeah.
like that. It's amazing. It's actually amazing. This morning when I woke up, I usually wake up like for the toilet sometime, and then when I woke up, it's like I just checked my phone, and then there's a buzz, and he said you're going to come in like 40 minutes, and this was like 40 minutes ago. So there's like, this is right. This is the right time to wake up. I was hanging in there for a couple of minutes, and there you were. So it's like, wow, this is amazing. Yeah, I think. I always say there are a couple of things I remember in the lecture, like from the class. And
Yeah,
today, when you started off, I remember, like, that the gopis going in a couple of times a day to meet
yeah,
Krishna,
yeah,
to
yeah,
associate this energy.
yeah,
And then the rest of the day, it's like, I feel that now. It's like, when
yeah,
I come in here, I
yeah,
feel that I'm being really like that. When you were chanting, I felt like, wow, I'm actually getting this taste from you, from hearing your chanting. I didn't
yeah,
get it before. I'm getting it now from
yeah,
hearing your chanting, like attentively.
yeah,
And that actually brings me more to this. It's feeding itself. Like, okay, I want to come again. I want to come again, and
yeah,
then hear
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that taste is beautiful. And the next thing that you said is, like, if people leave because they haven't really gotten a taste, they
yeah,
haven't really felt the taste here, it's like enough to stick. So
yeah.
that's what I feel. It's like it's important to get the taste for the name, for the chanting of the
Mhm.
holy name, which Lord Chaitanya, he was giving that away. And then here we are getting that from you, this
Mhm.
beautiful opportunity that we all have here. So yeah, so
Mhm.
it's like we need to get this. I feel that I need to get this.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like that
Yeah,
desire.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah,
for me, like nobody can take my Guru Hari Das away. Like I'm sorry, like nobody, like nobody any day of the week is gonna take this away from me. Like so,
yeah,
I'm not gonna like leave him. Like I don't want this to leave me. Like I'm always in my life, like all I've ever experienced was loss, like loss
yeah,
after loss after loss. Like I just people die. I mean, you
yeah,
just kind of lose things. Like you lose your belongings, whatever. You lose things. Like so this is like okay, I'm sorry, I have a categorical memory, so I relate things to like certain
yeah,
so it's like the Lord of the Rings where like this is my precious, like the ring,
yeah.
this is my
Oh,
precious,
my
like
precious. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember
the ring is like my precious, like Gollum. I mean,
that.
in a way, I'm not trying to be like Gollum. Yeah, I guess I am a little bit like Gollum. I have the ring, like all of a sudden I've got the ring, and that's
Yeah,
Guru Haridas, and I'm not nobody's taking this from me. And if
yeah,
somebody does, like I mean, this is going to be very upsetting to me.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm not going to walk away from the ring, like right, like I'm not no brainer over here. Like I'm not going to walk away from it, but I don't want anybody to take this from me. So I hold on to this like a precious stone in a way, like something that's extremely precious. Like I found this rare diamond, you know, in a way, like, and I don't know why Amy stumbled upon this, but I did, and here I am, and this is great. Like, I mean, I never imagined that this would like be what I was doing, you know, but here I am, and it's happening, and I'm riding that wave out, you know, and I love it, and this is my precious stone. So sometimes when I see like if a person's gonna like say, "Oh, I love you, Guru Haridas. Oh, you're so great," and then they're gonna hit him and quit him like really quick, like I'm done with this. I don't like this behavior anymore. Like I'm, you know, like as if, well, what the hell are you doing over there? What, you're so much better than this? This is the best thing in the world that's ever happened to you. Like, so the fact that, you know, like to me, this is a no-brainer. You know, like I mean, I found the precious stone. You know, I have the ring. So if somebody does that, I would say that you're just dumb. Like you're just an idiot. Like I mean, I guess I would go as far as to say that. Yeah, like you're stupid. All right, well then you're dumb. You know.
You know, actually, that's
I mean,
why I'm with Team Amy. You know, I chose that side. You know why? Because of your faith in Guru, Krishna, and the Vaishnavas. To me, that means more than, you know, maybe a person is not perfect in this way and that way and all this stuff. But if you're perfect in that, I mean, like strong in that kind of faith from your heart, and that's, you know, man, I'm Team Amy, man. You know, I don't.
I'm Team Guru Haridas. I'm Team Guru Haridas every day of the week. Every day.
So that's how I feel about the thing. Hey man, I'm on that team, man. Faith in Guru, Krishna, and the Vaishnavas, man. That's the team I want to be on. And you're an expression of that. I'm going to be on your team, man.
I'm a team, and you know, I'm a team player too. Like, I mean, I'm a team player. Like when you are on a baseball team, which I love baseball. You know, I was a baseball player. Like the only girl on the team. Like all
Really?
boys.
Wow.
Yeah, I was the only girl, and well, there was 2 girls, but she eventually like quit. I don't know what happened, but so eventually it was only me as the only girl on the boys league. But to win a baseball game, it takes the whole team, right? It's not
The whole
one
team.
player is going to win the game. You know,
Right.
like you need the
Yeah.
pitcher, we need everybody, and everybody's got to be a team player. And then
Yeah.
we have the coach who says, "Come on, like we got to rally up like the team," because sometimes people are like, you know, like we got to get you together because we got a game to win over here. You know, like
Right.
so
Right.
right out of the park. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think that's what we do. We knock it
Yeah.
right out of the park, and
Absolutely.
you do. And you know what's the weird thing? Guru Haridas knocks it right out of the park every single day of the week, like twice a day of the week. Like, who does this? I was telling my mom this today. I'm like, no man could do that. Like nobody, no person could do this alone. Like clearly God has to you know, be with him, because with God all things are possible. And I don't think a human being can actually do what you do, like, and how you do this for all of us. Look at all of us here, like, and every single day of the week, not 2 times a week, every day of the week, and twice a day, you know. So
Yeah.
we're having a lot of action happening,
Oh yeah.
and it's great.
This is fantastic.
I
Man.
couldn't
Hey,
imagine.
you're so amazing, Amy. You're so amazing, man. I mean, God, man, I just like. You know what I like too? You're really in there now, and you're being yourself, man. And you know, sometimes you know you don't always get the warm regard of everybody, but you get up there and do it. And oh man, it's captured my heart. Right there, Govinda. You can see that. You know, just right there, man. You know, just really and facing it, because you got to. You know, you got to. You know, the more you do that, the stronger you get. And the more you really help people, because they also want to do that.
But I don't know where this is coming from. Like this isn't me.
That's
Like,
why I say
honestly,
that's
crazy.
why that was Krishna showing you there's a lot of electricity going through your right now, and it's blowing circuits out there.
It's like
And I
tuning fork.
blame you.
It's like a tuning fork. You know, the science experiment. They come closer, the other tuning fork starts going. Zzz. You felt like that, and then your faith in Guru, especially like Govinda and your faith in Guru is contagious. It's like it rubs off, and then it's like,
I mean, it's like, wow, man. It's so great, man. It's like so great to see. Yeah, and to see how you're becoming stronger too, and in that because Krishna's giving you that power. That's what you're seeing. All that electricity and stuff and all that is just spilling over there.
And
Yeah,
that's what I feel like too, like so empowered, like
yeah,
this is unlike a behavior that I would normally do, like I'm
yeah,
normally like, I'm
yeah,
sorry, like I'm gonna hide like the ostrich that like is gonna
yeah,
hide in the sand, like I
yeah,
don't want nobody to look at me, please, like leave me alone. I'm gonna be a wallflower. So the fact that I'm even being this way or doing this, and there's been other people like in my life who have noticed that, oh, there's a big change in Amy, and then
yeah,
it has a reactivity, like you
yeah,
said about like it's like electricity, like it's
yeah,
gonna have a reaction, and
yeah.
it's crazy how but I owe it all to you, but I also blame you. I'm not blaming you. Wait, let me
It's
find my
okay.
words. Blaming you for the power outages, but also I owe it all to you because I'm having literally the time of my life here, like that song like I sent you.
Oh yeah.
I've had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you.
You.
The Dirty Dancing song, yeah, it's true because that's like literally what's happening. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I
This
can't
is
exactly explain it, but I just know it's happening.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's happening, man. This is fantastic. I love it, man. It's like to me, this is like surprises and presents, and wow, this is very uncommon stuff.
Like Christmas every day.
Christmas every day. Yeah. Thank you, Amy, for being you and being you here for all of us here. Even though some people have to grow a taste, get purified. That's okay, man. It's all part of it. You just come here and shine, and it all happened.
It's kind of like let it all hang out, right? Like
Let it all hang out.
let
Just
it
let
loose.
it all hang out.
Even if
Yeah,
you lose control a little bit, like because sometimes
yeah,
I seem to lose a little bit of control, and I got ahead of myself. Like I say things that just right
yeah.
off the top of
It's
my
all-
head, and
yeah,
which is
yeah,
can be a little seem weird,
yeah,
But
yeah.
I think that that's good to just like let it happen, right? Like let it
Exactly.
go.
You let it go. Just let it happen. And actually, that helps break the molds that people have. Put people in boxes and stuff like that. Yeah, noodles also is kind of breaking these things. Breaking out more, which is nice. This is all part of this process here. It's great. What do you think, Govinda? You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Yeah, it's amazing. I put a shout out to 10 people I know in Coventry. I got a response from like 4 or 5 immediately. So there's some
Oh,
serious people who want to see you up there, and we're going to have a party. We're going to have a
oh,
party. That's what I feel. There's a lot of interest from, yeah, amazing people. And even I've got a place to stay. Somebody's offered me a place. So
oh,
yeah,
wow.
it's going to be cool. It's going to be relaxed because it's city centre. I think they're booking you a place. And there's the cathedral, there's cafes, there's
Mm,
spoons in town, and I can't wait, man. Me and I'm going to be there to meet
yeah.
you, man, and be with you. So it's cool. I'm so excited.
All right.
I
All
just
right.
fired up. I'm just
Yeah.
so. I was reading one of the devotional symptoms. I was reading it with Paladash yesterday. Is death, and I understand that. Sometimes the intensity of this bhakti that's here, and I see it in Amy and Noodles and some of the devotees. You feel like there's so much ecstasy, it can be contained in this body. And I remember from transcribing your classes, you've experienced that, you shared that after 3 weeks of intense ecstasy, Krishna just like turned it down because
Yeah.
it's so intense, man.
Yeah.
What one time I was doing some roof repairs where I am in Wales,
Ah.
and there was this electricity explosion whilst we're on that tip. And I was like, God, is that me? Have I touched something? but obviously I didn't get fried. It was a poor squirrel that had run onto the electricity. I mean, that was a bit of a tangent there. I went off on a bit of tangent, but I'm a bit like Amy sometimes. I think she understands me. Gramaj, we just got to give you a big hug. I can't wait. Me and Ammon are going to be so fired up and excited to see you when you come through. And thanks to Noodles and Panny, because, you know, they're great. They're fucking great, actually. They've got a bit more savvy than me. They've got you a nicer place than what I've chosen. So they have a massive contribution to this Sangha. And one day I'm just going to turn up randomly at their house and I'm going to knock on the door. We call it rat-a-tat ginger in English. I don't know about in America. And just see the expression of Noodle or Panny answering.
Say it again. What is it? What is the words?
It's rat-a-tat ginger when you knock on somebody's door and then you hide behind a wall watching their expression, saying, well, where are they? Somebody knocked on our door.
Like, what we used to call it? Ding dong and ditch. We used to call it, like, you
ding
ring
dong
the
and
bell
ditch,
and run. Ring the bell and run. There's some mischievous people we used to do. Ring the
kind of like that.
Run. And just fuck with people like that. Like, you ring the bell and run. Like, no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You, Noodles and Panny, and I thank Panny and Noodles because they've purified me, man. I got some of my aggressive arrogance out and shouting and that, and that's great. They help me, man. We all need to go through this purification. The word devotees in this Sangha, oh, I like Gora Hari, but why does he talk about Bitcoin? And I say, oh, if you're saying, oh, I like Gora Hari, but I don't want to talk about the purification here, you're on the same tip. You're on the same tip. That's the way my perception is. So anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, and I loved your live earlier, Govinda. And when you were running, I loved your sweater for one, and I also loved how you're running up the wall, like you kept bouncing off the wall. Remember you were running against the wall? You were like hopping off of the wall.
And I think that vibe, I'd really like to do some Bhajan and Harinam with Gora Hari in Coventry, and there's also Birmingham that's not far away. There's a couple of devotees there. I don't know the serious interest, but I'm getting a lot of interest. I put out 10 messages and 5 people got straight back to me. So,
wow.
Derek, you probably remember Derek. Yeah. Derek was in hospital during all that medical military bullshit. Yeah. He was in the hospital in that medical military bullshit. And he said, and he gave a witness testimony, how much you helped him through that. He wants to meet you. Serious. Okay. I'm kind of looking at the people, the serious ones, and then I'm looking at the ones on the periphery. So I'm looking at it intelligently.
Yeah.
He's serious. And Peter, my friend, also is a writer. He wants to meet you. My friend Rahi, you remember from the house I lived in, we did Bhajans, the Bangla friend.
Oh yeah.
There's those people serious, and then there's some people like Kimberly. Kimberly's been coming to our classes for a long time. She got straight back to me.
Okay.
So there is serious interest in Coventry. Serious interest. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Hey, Woody, give us a word.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
it's your time, Eric. Eric, it's your time to shine, bud. Here we go.
Eric.
The purification for the past couple 2 months has been very hard. About a weekend, not last Thursday, but the Thursday before last, I was watching. I felt this incredible ecstasy bliss. It was like I asked my dad to make me some coffee, and then I don't know if I'm talking sometime, but anyway, I was like, my dad was making coffee. He had the coffee filter in his hand, and the coffee filter turned into this like pink, blue light. It was like Garadas was in my kitchen making me coffee. And I just felt this like ecstasy, and there was like this bliss, this ecstasy. And it was like overwhelming. I went to the weekend feeling like just like the ecstasy was just like, it was like really intense. and it was just like purifying me. But after like going through it, it's like my heart feels clear. My heart center feels clear, and it feels like some like dirt left my heart. And now when I'm chanting a couple times, I've been laughing. Like I was laughing when this was first on. I was chanting, but the purification's very hard for me to go through because because the last 4 years have been pretty intense. Like not having just like going through just going through living with my parents and not seeing people. And like the last 4 years, like just like the purification is like hard and like even when I was like suicidally depressed, I was more happier than I have in the last 4 years. But just like I think it's finally starting to leave like the unhappiness and just like in the just like the like just the false ego, like the false like my ego getting bruised by your heart out. It's like I feel like we have a connection, but but it's just like it may not be like a parent, but I feel like there's a connection. But it feels like it's more like a mutual respect. But it's like when I watch your heart out, it's like the universe is like it's like Krishna, the universe is like talking, and like for the past like it's like always like pounding my ego, it's pounding my ego. It's always like pounding my ego. It's just like I feel like an idiot sometimes, just like a totally idiot. But in a way I feel more confident. But at times I feel more confident to express myself. I feel more confident to express myself and to say things that I really feel. I feel like I'm really like more like working on like believing in like things I believe in, like expressing myself to my parents and certain and just my parents, like really instead of just like being like well just like giving lip service. Like I give lip service to my mom because she can't really deal with truthful things, and it's like she's like too hurt by saying how I really feel. So I just like kind of bullshit her and just like tell her, yeah, that's what I think, and I really tell her how I feel. But like the last couple of the last 2 weeks when I listen, it's like I'm being like pulled by like I'll watch when I get up, and I'll watch when I get up, and then like my parents will be in the kitchen or in our living room, and I watch. It's like they're like pulling me, and it's like you're pointing all this truth, like this like just like raw truth. And it's just like my mom's like so hypocritical and like so like full of non-truth that like it's just like Maya pulling me. It's just like I feel like pressing against me. It's just like so hard. It's like so hard to like listen and like not be pulled. And I want to like, and then it's just like hard. It's just like hard being the sangha because my parents are so manic and so like not really materialistic, but they're so involved in bullshit and just like material stuff, and they're just like really they're hateful people, but they just had they're so like involved in the world and all this like stuff, just like all this like propaganda and stuff. And it's just like hard. It's like hard watching you because it's just like
Such
you
an
just like giving this like what.
like it's so opposite from what you're feeling, right? Like
Yeah, yeah. It's just like a raw. It's like such a raw truth. It's like kind of like George, like that, like kind of like in the '80s, George Carlin, like one of those comedians, just giving like just calling people out their bullshit. And my parents are like, mostly my mom's like trying to pull me in the world, like pull me back into the Mayan world. It's just like it's really hard, but.
your
Can't,
I'm
can't,
just like being careful.
can't you
parents
just listen without them being involved once you're
Well,
here?
I like to sit in my kitchen because if I sit in my room too much, I stagnate, like my heart chakra stagnates. Like I used to sit in my room when I was like when I went in my 20s. I was sitting against the wall. My heart chakra stagnated, and so finally, when I did tantra, Advaita, like I learned to like open my heart, and my heart did stagnate. And so I sit in my living in my kitchen more because it's more spacious, and I don't have to. I don't have it's more. I'm just used to that space in my kitchen, and so I don't go to my room very much. I just like sit in the kitchen and.
why don't you listen with headphones?
Well, I mean, I have just started have just started listening with headphones. I did Lolita's advice not to throw swine or pearls before swine, but it's
Yeah,
just like I
exactly.
don't know.
You don't want
I
to
mean, I
throw
mean,
pearls to swine.
Yeah, you don't
Give
want
yeah,
to
them
agitate.
these pearls.
Material people, even
I
family, they
understand.
get agitated if they
Yeah.
hear this, and they don't
Yeah,
want
my
to
mom
admit.
does. My
yeah.
mom gets agitated, like a little. She doesn't like. My mom's
They
not
they
digging it.
don't they don't they don't really get an attitude. They don't really get an attitude. They're just not into it. Like they don't really listen like I tend like with their full attention. So they like don't really like get their like what you're saying and stuff. And so like I did let my mom listen to Alita like last year, and like for a week she just had a different energy. Like Alita, like when my mom like I would like play Lolita, it was like so joyful, and so I really like Lolita's classes. I haven't watched them in a while, but I've just been I just been going through purification. It's like really hard because it's just like really like intense stuff, and I'm like I have a lot of attachment to the world and stuff.
It's okay. It'll keep going. All right. Well, hey, thanks, Woody, for your input there. And Lolita, give us a word.
Is it frozen?
No, it's Lolita's turn now.
I'm so sorry, Woody. I didn't understand one word of it. I heard
It's hard for you.
different energy. I
They're
heard
still there.
suicidal. I heard a
Yeah,
Yeah,
few
mute your
words,
mic,
but
Eric. Eric, mute your
Hmm.
mic.
yeah.
Mute.
I
Yeah,
cannot.
yeah. Let me give you an idea because I was listening. I heard. I got at
I
least
was
what I
also
heard is
listening.
yeah. What I heard that he's basically his parents.
Let's
They
see.
try to pull him into the
Anyone likes
material.
frozen?
They probably pull him in, even and so he's trying. He's getting purified, and it's hard sometimes. But he likes listening to this. It brings him happy, like up or something. Yeah, and so it's basically his parents are giving him a little problem with that, and they've tried to pull him into the material
Okay.
level. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just like yeah. Sorry, Shigari, I was going to interrupt you, but
it's okay.
it's just like and like when I do listen to headphones, like my mom will be talking and she'll be talking, and I think she can see that I have headphones. I know she can, and like I'll be like I'll have headphones in, and like she'll say something, she'll talk to me like I'm like, well, I'm trying to listen. I'm like, I'm thinking like I'm trying to listen and like be and like follow this, and like she'll be like talking. I don't want to be like disrespectful. So I take my headphone out and like miss like the point about what you're saying, but it's just like it just my mom's like she's like she reminds me of like a cow, like in a way. She's like all your preaching about Puna has like describes my mom like being like kind of like deceptive.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Lolita.
Well, yeah, I know the story because we write to each other, Eric and me, so I know that problem. So yeah, yeah. What more can I say? I love this class, Guru Maharaj. I love you talking about the light of devotion. You start to see that as well. You really start to see light when you're getting deeper and deeper inside of devotion. The light of devotion is also the understanding that comes out of that loving relationship that you get deeper and deeper. So yeah, I loved your class very much. So yeah, that's all. I don't have anything else to say.
Yeah, I mean, the happiness you get from this loving Krishna, from loving is so practical, just as simple, loving the name, loving the chant, the awakening of devotion, spontaneous love for the name and the pastimes. Oh man, everything's in that. It's
Oh, and can I say something?
absolutely.
I love the way that you talk about like with this relationship with Krishna, like that it takes two to tango, like I really, this is something that I didn't actually realize before. This is kind of a little bit of a new idea that I've realized. Cause how, like you're thinking, well, God's like sometimes, okay, wait, how do I put this? I'm going to try to find my words. Somebody will be like, they're up here and you're down there, like, and they keep it like that. Like I'm here, you're here, like you're, so maybe like your mom and dad or whatever it is, like, and I'm up here and you're down there, and or whatever. Maybe it's like even with a boyfriend or whatever it is, like, and they ensure the fact that like, so I like the way that you spun it, that like it's kind of where it takes two to tango, like, so with this relationship with Krishna, like it's not exactly like, you would think, right? He's here, I'm way down here, right? Like, so, but you're saying it's like this, like a little bit more, like we are, we're on even like playing field, like we're playing together, So just
It's
like
like
if you had yeah, like that, exactly. And then like if you, yeah, like it's not like this exactly. So like
yeah,
it's a kind of like if you were married to somebody, and you're like, okay, well,
yeah,
we're husband and wife. Then I want us to be like, equal partners in a way,
yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
not like,
exactly.
and I really love that idea because I didn't envision that. Like I always thought, like, well, God's obviously all the way up
Yeah,
there, and I'm all the way the hell down here,
yeah, right.
But so when you bring it to this, like we're actually, then we can play better together, like we
Yeah,
become more interactive. We're like more like a brother and sister, kind of like, or whatever, husband wife, but however relationship you want to see it.
yeah.
And I really love that because I didn't think that wasn't some an idea that I understood before you had explained that really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm
Yeah,
sorry to
yeah.
say.
It brings it. See, equality spiritually. So the Lord is massive, and we're small, but we have the same quality. That's getting purified. You feel that. You feel you can taste that relationship with that supreme being, which we're all meant to do. For that's where the juice is. That's where the life is. That's where that ever increasing happiness. That's what the devotees are doing in the spiritual world, you see, and then we can do that here. Matter of fact, we must do that here to be able to enter those gates, into the dimension, which we do here. We begin here. So our journey here is spiritual. What we bind on earth, we bind in spirit. And that's why you see the avatars come here, and this is the best place because we're human beings. Okay, we can begin to understand this, but still you have to go a certain way to understand this. Plus it's not too bad, like in hellish conditions you can't even think of this path. You're just suffering too much. And then in heaven it's too much enjoyment. So the earth is really the ideal place. Why the Lord comes with his pastimes here is we're in kind of an ideal situation, but still you got to come in through the door. You got to,
You mean like this is like playtime in a way? Like this is, it's not
well,
hellish and it's not, it's
yeah.
kind of like a playtime. I mean, I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's playtime, transcendental playtime. You can get into that possibility here because you can't really play in hell when you're suffering and miserable because of all these reactions, and you can't in heaven. You're materially attached to playing in those realms where there's some kind of subtle sense gratification, and it seems like so great if you're overly attached to that, which is easy. And it's like whatever environment we're in. So this environment is not too good or too bad. So the possibility to develop devotional service is here when you make this contact and come in the door. So you got to come in the door of the devotees who are engaged in this, and engaged in transcendental loving service of the Lord. See, then you got to get through the ones who are pretenders and all of that. You got to distinguish that out. Yeah, and find the real deal. You got to find the real gold, bottom line, and that's the real devotees. See, and
Yeah, and
so
remember
mhm,
when you used to say, this is shit over here and this is gold. Like, and I'm here to
mhm,
tell you that that over here is, I used to hear this in my dreams. I don't know why. And something you said the other day reminded me of you saying, like, how a couple years ago, like, I would hear this in my dreams. You say, like, I'm showing you that this is shit over here and this is gold. Like, very
mhm,
simple, like that, no
mhm.
brainer, like,
Yeah,
this is what you want, right? And the rest, and for some reason that made so much sense to me because I
yeah,
know what the shit is, like the mucky muck. I'm sorry, I'm
yeah,
using the same stupid words that I use, but and you're like, but over here we have like this wonderful, like golden, almost like we have the golden ticket, to like Charlie's
yeah.
Chocolate Factory. Like, you know, um,
That's the Bhagavatam is that it's the light is separated and distinct. Well, the light distinguished from the darkness, that which is of the darkness, all the way from goodness, passion, and ignorance, even goodness. You got to distinguish that out from transcendental goodness. The pure goodness, and that's this bhakti, this devotion, this Shuddha bhakti. And you only an experienced devotee can really do that. Otherwise, even these people, like in the Narayan Raj group, I've seen they're all speculating about it, and that's why they don't teach the perfect path. Only those who have this kind of contact with the Shuddha bhakti get the real transcendental knowledge. Again, Bhagavad Gita 10:10. If you're not that, the prema worship, then you don't get the right understanding. And actually, the Narayan Raj group, I mentioned, I know it's a kind of a sore thing. So I keep sticking my finger in the sore. People really don't like that. But that's the truth, man. I got to, you say, hey, man, you got a sore spot. You know, this is a sore spot. That's why, because they even admit they're not Shuddha Bhaktas, and this is a many lifetime thing. So it's not surprising they speculate about the path of Shuddha to get there. They teach these ancient paths. Like, oh yeah, you got to go through like Kapila's teaching. Hey mom, sit in the cold water for 20 years, and then you'll get some bhakti, a little bit, not much, but a little. Can you imagine telling your mother that? But that's the way it was. It was very difficult. Oh, Devaki, you do austerities for 60,000 fucking years to get Dwarka done. You know. And then you start to appreciate when you distinguish even that out from Lord Chaitanya's mercy and say, oh, hey, let me just give it to you as a gift. Just come to, Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace place, and, put your t-shirt on, man,
yeah, you
and
make it
just,
so easy. You just make it so easy for
well,
us,
the Lord has made it easy. He made it easy for a guy like me. Why shouldn't he make it easy for you guys? Look at
Yeah.
even
Why
Woody's
does
getting
everything
it
have to
done.
be so hard?
Yeah, look at Woody. He's got in his heart, he's sincere, right? And he's got his problems, but look, the Lord's given him mercy. I mean, it's a symptom of mercy, like he's appreciating all these things. It shows you Lord Chaitanya is very merciful when you make the right contact, you know? Yeah. So
Well, like,
that's
I
it.
made contact. Yeah, I made contact. I like that. When you make the right contact, like,
This is a contact
yeah,
sport.
we've made contact. Yeah, I like that. I like that word. That- Sorry, that resonated with me.
Yeah, yeah, contact. Yeah, contact. Yeah, yeah. Contact, contagion. This is the contagion we want.
This was the virus. This was the virus I wanted, to get.
Yeah. You got any thoughts there on this stuff there, Fernando, now here?
Well, no, I was thinking why I was still thinking what happened to me yesterday. It was a curious thing. because I was coming. I went to walk and met this devotee,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
young. This devotee, it happens that he is deaf. He
Hmm.
don't hears.
Yeah.
So he was seated on a bench aside the beach,
Yeah.
and I have experience. I have a friend in Spain who is deaf,
Yeah.
and I know that it's very difficult to speak with deaf people because you have to, if you want to make your points, you have to
Shut.
shout and raise the voice. Um,
Hmm.
so I was coming from walking. I was in a certain state of
Disturbing?
no. I was in a certain mood, a particular mood. I didn't want to speak, so I sit down with him, and I thought this person is deaf, so I will hear him. I will hear him what he said. So Krishna empowered him in such a way that he started to say such elevated thinking. He started to share with me his experience of many years with in this sangha, and to from a very high level.
Mm.
He was speaking about devotees make mistakes, so we have to be ready to forgive them because it is Krishna that is testing us with
Hmm.
this when to check if we have enough desire. And he was starting to make points that it was just the thing that I was in need of hearing.
Hmm.
It was so miraculous. I felt the mercy of Krishna
Hmm.
through his that meeting with the devotee.
Wait, are you
Mm.
talking about
Great.
Lalita Madhava? Is that who you're talking
Yeah,
about?
Lalita Madhava.
Yeah.
Madhava,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Where's Rajiv, by the way?
He's still
Yes,
asleep.
this is-
He's
Huh?
still asleep. He's
Still
still asleep.
asleep.
Yeah. Oh man, he has been snoring all night.
Oh.
Oh,
Just
all
like
night.
Maharaj, yesterday I was thinking, who's that looking like me from the side? I was
Yeah.
like that, snoring and sleeping. I, I still am snoring a lot when I sleep.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's amazing. Okay, why don't we take a break? I feel like I want to move around, have a little breakfast here or something. And yeah, yeah, yeah. It's time to move around. Hey, thank you very much, everybody, for
Hey,
sharing so much and being part of this and being friends and yeah, being part of Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace place. Yeah. Okay, so we'll be seeing everybody in a little bit. We'll probably do another program here a little bit later.
Okay.
Hare
Bye.
Krishna.
Bye,
hey.
guys.